Hello, welcome to this, the first level in your PageTiger Certified Learning Program. As I said, this is the first level, so what we're going to be doing here is it's divided into 5 sections. Each section will have a piece of video and some exercises for you to do. At the end of each section, then you'll have a little checklist to complete before you move on to the next. And by the time you get to the end of section 5, then you're going to be getting yourself your certificate. So I hope you make it through to the end. Get your certificate. It's all personalized. You can frame it. Highly sought after items they are. What we're going to be covering over the 5 sections is, first of all, looking at what exactly a PageTiger document is. Then how would you make one? How would you design it? How would you add settings? And how would you then add interactivity to make it an engaging piece of content? What do you do with it once you've made it? And then using analytics and reporting to see the engagement with your audience. Now, PageTiger is used in all manner of fields, virtually every industry you could imagine, for all sorts of things, whether it be creating brochures and manuals through to sales pitches and presentation decks for customers, for shareholders, across HR, purchasing, supplier documents, policy packs. And those documents could be just one page. They could be multiple pages. They could be one document standing alone, or part of a group of documents that could make maybe an intranet or even a website. They can include interactive content, polls and surveys and tests and assessments. Or they could be more just to disseminate information or used as surveys and so on. So basically any document or presentation that you used to create using either another piece of software or would print can be transformed by using the PageTiger system. And in this example, during the training, we're going to be using a document which is for a company conference. Now, it's only fictitious content. This is really for you to be able to understand how to use PageTiger. But imagine your company or organization is holding an event or a conference. This pack is going to be sent out, or would be sent out, to the delegates to inform them and engage with them and capture information and so on. All the content is fictitious, as is the brand I'm going to use. PageTiger is used by hundreds of global organizations. We work with virtually every industry sector, but an awful lot of financial institutions, banks, insurance companies. Now, the brand I'm going to use is called City Life Bank. Please do not go and deposit your life savings in City Life Bank. It is fictitious, it doesn't exist, but I'll use the brand to show you how to design for your brand. And you see the link below. Well, the link below will take you through to the same document, but using your branding. And obviously, when you make things, you'll be using your branding, not City Life Bank. Okay, so before we get into actually using the system, I want to pause for a moment and just discuss, in what we call in PageTiger terminology, a visitor. What is a visitor? Well, as I said earlier, it could be a shareholder, a customer, it could be anybody who is actually going to look at your content, at your document. Now, in this example, we talked about a company conference. The visitor would be an employee who is being invited as a delegate to the company event. So let's look at what their experience would be. Okay, so I've just gone into my inbox, an inbox here, and I can see there is an email that's dropped in. You wouldn't know City Life Bank's branding, but that is actually set to City Life Bank's branding. It's inviting me to this year's company conference, and when I click it, it takes me through to my PageTiger document. So this document plays on a link. Here's the link here. And although it's available online, the company, or whoever made it, would be able to restrict who could see it. Possibly it would only be available to your employees, possibly only specific employees, possibly specific customers. It could be locked to certain individuals or groups. It could use single sign-on, so only people within your organization can see it. If it was a recruitment piece or a charity fundraiser or something that was in the public domain, then you might want to allow even search engines to see it. In everything I'm going to show you, you're in control of what you want the experience to be, who you want to have that experience, and how it's going to be delivered and reported. So we can see there's a menu along the top. The design is locked to City Life Bank's branding, and when we turn the pages, they by clicking here at the bottom, the pages turn. There's a piece of video with subtitles. You see the charts and graphs animated. Now the pages turn, but if somebody were on a mobile, turn my mobile, then you can see they scroll. So you can change the experience depending on your audience. So scrolling on mobiles, turning on desktops. Again, you're in control of everything. Within the content, there's some interactivity. We just saw the video there, the graphs animating. We can find out more about Manchester. Incidentally, the conference is going to be in Manchester. The video talks us through about how we're going to be able to register. And if we want to go forwards, we can't. It's a you must confirm you're attending before proceeding. So when this was created, the person building it, which will be you, decided what you want to force people to do. So they can't go forwards until they've confirmed something or accepted a policy. In this instance, it's saying they're actually coming to the conference. So confirm attendance. Yes, I'll be attending. Submit. We look forward to seeing you at the conference. And now the person can go through to the next page. We know who they are because we emailed it to them. So actually, although the visitor is getting engaged with the content, we also are tracking every single click, and that will be in your reporting and analytics. So here we've got some more interactive elements, travel arrangements. So how will you be traveling? By road. Thank you. We now know this person is going to be travelling by road, so if the motorways are blocked or whatever, or severe accident, we already have that in our records. We can also send them the relevant travel information, possibly nearer the time. What else have we got? Dietary requirements. Do you have any dietary requirements? Yep. Okay. So what's happened here is it's taken us from one interactive thing to another. So it's asked, do you have any dietary requirements? Yes. What are they? I think I'll be pescatarian. Sounds good. So pescatarian. Thank you. The caterers have been notified. So the system has already told the caterers at our conference venue that this person is pescatarian. However, had they said, no, I don't have any dietary requirements, thank you for confirming you have no special requirements. So in any of these things, they're actually called tests, you can have a different answer depending on a different response depending on what the answer and the score was. What else have we got? View the agenda. So here's the conference agenda. And we know that this person has looked at, don't forget, everything is tracked. Packing list, what should you bring with you? A drinks voucher. Have a welcome drink. Down that everything here was made in PageTiger. And this is an image gallery which will cycle through and tell us who the speakers are going to be, the keynote speakers at the conference. So, and then finally, for after the conference, heading home, thank you for attending, and a little survey to ask the delegates what they thought of the conference. It is only a demonstration, it is only fictitious content, but you can see there within 6 pages, including the front and back cover, we have delivered a lot of information. We've gleaned a lot of information back from the delegate, and when we looked at what the goal was, the goal for the company was to understand who was coming and who wasn't. It was also to ascertain how people were going to be travelling and whether or not they had any dietary requirements. What we've done is we've achieved what the company wanted to do, but we've also hopefully enthused and impressed the delegate. They've had video playing for them. They've been able to engage, find out who the key speakers are, remind them what to pack. Possibly if it's their first conference, it's taken some of the fear out of it. We've given them some information, all being delivered in a very cool, sexy way, whether it be on mobile, on desktop, and that is a PageTiger document. So have a look at the one, your one, on the bottom of the page underneath, and then we'll go through to the next section.